Oh,
Okay, and away we go. Going on to roll 20. All right. So you guys solved the problem of the space crabs, of the recycler beasts, by turning a warship into a nuke
hmm.
and blowing them all up, or at least that pack of them. You haven't encountered any others. Um, but if I'm recalling correctly, we ended the last with the scene of the smuggler slash pirate crew entering the upper atmosphere, registering on your sensors.
That does sound about correct.
Yeah.
So you have not
Seems
yet salvaged the oh, you did. You guys had gotten the material salvage, but you had not yet completed your repairs. You
Right.
were on your way back when the shuttle sensors the picked up the ghost hunter, we'll call it, re-entering the atmosphere. That's not good because when the Theseus was in tip-top shape, they kicked your ass. So y'all are. What do you do? Did I give you a fate point for down and out on? I think I have given you enough fate points, but just for the record, I suppose that means everybody gets a fate point for down and out on Diane Itlar.
Woo.
yay.
Not Diane Itlar. That's the Everglades. Down and out on Loco Veron. Sorry. You haven't met the Diane Itlar yet.
Hmm.
That was supposed to be Module 1, but you guys all decided to crash land on a junk planet before then, so neither to me.
Throwing away the pawns before they even begin.
My bloodlines.
This has definitely been one of the harder tutorials I think I've
Hmm.
seen.
I've got veteran gamers, man.
Yeah. Makes me think that you took the space opera and you made it grim dark because
Um, I decided that I was going to make a I decided I was going to make a game for disaffected Star Wars fans. I did not decide that I was going to make a Star Wars game. Does that make sense? Like,
it
am I
does.
talking crazy?
Nope.
I'm just thinking back a couple campaigns and thinking the Grimgar opening scene and being like, yeah, you're kind of not gonna do great, but then
I'm
kind of pulled the head out rabbit out of the hat.
I will admit I am in a much darker place in life these days than I was like 10 years ago. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, that's showing up in the gaming, but I'm still dedicated to entertaining nerds and telling good stories.
Which is good.
Hey, look, nerds. Hey, nerds, want a story?
Yes. Yes, please.
We will
Happily.
take stories.
This
So
will
it's
be
Blood Hunter. The blood smugglers are hunting us. Just released a thread and dropped into normal space. It's heading for high orbit, but they haven't seen us yet. So, do they have any way of tracking us? Is there any way that we can um, stop them from tracking us?
Um, that would be, let's say, military and pilot. Give me a Oh, well, Sensors is scholarship. So give me scholarship and pilot.
I can assist on scholarship.
Okay.
I will not try and help because every time it's gone terribly.
All right, so a +1 to scholarship then.
Yep.
It's a
All
great.
right, with good scholarship, sensors are sensors. All you need to do is drop down, cut active power emanations, and you are literally one of 100 million junk hulls lying on the ground of the garbage planet. Now you just got to get down before they can see you without making a massive engine flare, which is the piloting part.
Okay. Does anybody have?
I do not have piloting.
No.
Thought-
Sarge,
No.
get up here and help me out piloting.
Sticky has piloting. He's a Gakovian. He's our second
I-
best pilot.
I know, but can defense? Does evasive maneuvers help with this at all?
Nope, that's dogfighting.
Okay. Okay.
Sarge gave up piloting for scholarship, so
Okay. Well, I rolled up one, so I got a superb. That works. I think.
Yeah, yeah. You sat down in the shadow of 3/4 of some kind of frigate, power down, and just wait. You do see the Blood Hunter deviate from its boost to orbit to investigate the nuclear explosion. But it hovers
Yeah.
about a kilometer above the wasteland, and does not and you're picking up active scans, but it's only a little ways before it starts drawing plasma fire from various recycler beasts.
That'd be really funny if they got shot down.
It doesn't. A couple shots splash against their shields, and they decide to boost back for orbit.
So,
Ooh.
so they're leaving, right?
Yep.
Okay.
They're totally leaving. How did they find
Yeah.
us?
What do you mean find you?
I mean,
I mean,
they're blind smugglers who hunted us and almost blew our ship out of space. There's got to be a needle in the haystack kind of moment. Like, there's no way that they just showed up here, did a couple scans, and then took off.
I mean,
Nobody believes that, right?
yeah, we did also set off a nuclear blast, but
true. That could be what brought them in, and then they're like, "Oh, old wreck went," and crap beasts are shooting at us. Time to go.
But this was
Military?
on a threat. They came on a threat.
true, true.
Military? I don't have military.
Oh yeah, I have to fix something. So they don't boost for orbit. They head south. They head west southwest because they came out of thread. So no, I'm sorry. I'll be more consistent. That was my bad.
No worries.
They
At least
disappear
they're
over the
heading away from
horizon.
us.
So
Uh-oh.
Was that in the direction of our ship that they went?
Right.
past it.
Okay. Well,
There's a good
we
chance
should.
that they saw it.
That would be very bad.
That would be very bad.
That would be like segueing from the tutorial straight to deadly boss battle combat. Let's see how many fate points do they have? Well, they have too many. GM offers everybody a pair of fate points.
Okay.
I kind of highly suggest you guys might want to buy it off, but you don't have to.
I want to buy it off.
Yeah, I'll buy it off.
All right, we're down 2 fate points. There we go. Scared has none left. Wow. Oh no.
You weren't supposed to say that out loud.
No, refresh means you start today with 3.
I
I
thought
have
Oh,
I
thought
have
it.
one.
what is your base refresh? It has to be at least 1.
One.
So
Yep.
then you got
And I
1 for
started with
dying at
one.
Lar. Yeah, that's 2. Never mind, you're good. You're at 0. That means the next
That's
time trouble is coming.
We have to take it.
or somebody else have to pony up.
Hmm. I
It's
wonder
not.
who that'll be.
So it's over. Are you going back to are you guys going back to the Theseus, or what are we
I'd
thinking?
say go back to the Theseus, like so we can repair the part that we have, so that at least we're
Yep,
not leaking fuel whenever, because
exactly.
we haven't gotten the material for the hole yet. So
True.
I would like to get out of Dodge
yeah,
or
we
whatever this place is called.
we won't be able to break orbit, but we'll at least have a functioning in orbit ship.
Loco Varan. That's why you're down and
Loco,
out on Loco Varan.
Loco Veron. I was
Yeah.
saying that mostly in character.
Yep, yep.
Okay. Um,
Well, you have star maps, right? Like,
which
That's
is ironic if the character who's doing the piloting has the star map and doesn't use it. But
He
fair
just
enough.
follows his gut. Hope he's right.
it's very aberrant of me.
That's fair. Flying by your tail.
Yep.
Geckos don't have seats of their pants, so flying by your tail.
Ugh.
So, how long will it take for us to repair the not nacelle coupling?
So I need scholarship to represent the engineering. Then I need craft to represent the mechanic work. And I think improvising and splicing the power conduit at this level is good for both roles.
I can assist with both.
I will stay out of the way for both.
What was the first roll?
Scholarship.
Scholarship
Scholarship.
representing the engineering knowledge, and then craft representing the doing of the thing.
All right. Well, that is a good scholarship. And you said you have craft too?
Yeah, I can
All
assist
right.
with that.
So
Sarge
that's
is
an
kind of
epic craft. Yeah.
Sarge is kind of hella useful.
Yeah, he is. He just saved me from failing to roll.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so the right nacelle coupling is no longer bleeding charge.
Yay!
Let's go.
I was useful.
And you got an epic, you needed a great.
Oh, no. Sorry, fantastic.
You got a fantastic. Oh, okay.
Hand on head for a moment. This
Yep.
is one of the things I love about the fate-based games is your character can almost always feel useful somehow. I love that.
True.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yep. Because, and it goes forward, right? That represents like 6 or 8 hours of the two of you, goggles on, welding, cutting, fitting, trimming, right?
Hmm.
That isn't just a video game. You walk over and a little +1, green green text goes over. And
Not,
flavor wise, you're talking to the ship that totally isn't another gecko, and the bat's up front checking out cockpit controls and doing other things because he's not joining us tonight. So
sad.
That's
this
a bummer.
is the way. He's got
Yes.
a buddy of his from the Navy who's joining him, who's up visiting. So
Mm,
We
Help.
had
Help.
spare characters.
Yep. Exactly.
that's why we have a whole cast of characters.
yep.
He could have joined.
And Peter and Heidi live in the ship. They're kind of like the butler and the maid, unless they decide to game. So
It's that time of year. I know I'll be busy the next
Yep.
2 gaming sessions.
Yep.
If the welder hadn't decided it was done welding for the day, I wouldn't have made it tonight.
That's a long week.
Mm,
Oh, I should pay the rent. It's the first. All right, so you've
that,
got the nacelle coupling, but you want to keep the data core. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah.
Yes.
And had you already crafted a server farm to download it, or that was in the future and you were going to get the hull patching material first?
We had not crafted the server farm yet. No.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
yeah, we
Yeah.
didn't do that. I know that much. So
Um,
I'd probably say get the material first because we know that thing ain't going anywhere. So
Okay.
Does that mean we have to grab a different? We have to find a different source of help?
Yep.
we had found another one, though. That was where the recycler beasts
Nope.
initially. No, that was the same
That was
one.
the core.
That was the same one, yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
I mean, there's got to be some more material somewhere on this planet.
True.
That is true.
Or we could build the data farm and go with the source we already have. We just got to get that downloaded first.
That's also true. Wonder how long that would take.
That's a good point. Like, where are we going to find the resources for that? And how long would that take?
That's another search for resources. Just
Right.
different ones, right? Because then you're going to have to salvage probably multiple ship data cores to be able to handle. Because again, we were talking about technology rises and falls,
Yeah,
like it does in Chinese history.
Right.
And what you found was from one of those peaks, like before the fall of the last great unification. And you guys are kind of like here-ish. So ancient treasures. There's a little bit of Assassin's Creed going on there.
yeah, we gotta. So either way, we'd have to find the resources. So
Yep.
I mean, I suppose if we're out searching for hull plating, we can be searching for the other stuff at the same time.
And
that's true.
whichever one we get to first is the one we
Well,
go
you
with.
guys had thrown aspects on the shuttle of really fine-tuned sensors. So you'd have to retune the sensors to be looking for kind of like salvageable data cores or other processing nodes, processing capacity and
Ooh.
storage, of course, and cooling.
How could we trying to think of how to word this. If we were still focusing on the plating, how could we mechanically, game wise, represent a chance of, hey, this one just happens to have one of the data cores or a data core that we need. Like,
A boost exceeded by 3,
Okay.
right?
Cool.
So we have to rework the sensors then?
I say
Well,
leave the sensors the same for now and focus on the plating.
Okay.
Because if we need to GTFO, we can always come back to the planet later and hope the data core is still there.
I mean, yeah, it's been there for
I
probably
mean,
thousands of years, so it'll be fine, probably.
or we crack it open and use it for our hull if we really need to, because surviving's worth more than whatever's in there. I think.
That's true. But
I think we give a chance at finding other plating and that be our last
Yeah.
resort.
There you go.
yeah,
Agreed.
yeah.
okay.
So
So you guys have a day of hard work in the ship, and the Theseus is now flight worthy, but isn't space worthy.
Should we move the Theseus over by the data core before resuming the search with the shuttle?
Can we put the data core in the Theseus?
Nope.
Oh, we can't. Oh.
it's pretty big.
The data core is wider than the Theseus's primary hull,
Oh, wow.
or is at least as wide as the primary hull.
Is there any
What
way
do we
we'd be
need?
able to, if we do a server farm, that wouldn't fit inside the hull then, would it?
Depends on how efficient, like what the conversion rate is, and how much of the black box is protective measures, and how much of it is data core.
Hmm. Okay.
Interesting. All right.
I suppose you could try to do both. Like, it's theoretically possible you can harvest the shielding without damaging the data core, but it isn't guaranteed.
I think the reason we weren't going to do it is we wanted the ability to keep the data core safe, and we had
Yeah,
asked if we remove the plating, would the data core stay safe? And you said no,
yeah.
or you
So
said it would be vulnerable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, recycler bees could eat it.
Sure.
we don't want that.
Absorb the knowledge. Take over the universe.
No, they just eat the computer. Like, silicon.
I was just joking, like Planet of the Apes style. I was like,
Yep.
but yeah, no, that would not be good.
What
I,
circumstances have changed?
Hmm. Yeah.
Not
I'm
much.
shutting up. You guys should be role playing this in character amongst yourselves. It's not my job to tell your story. It's my job to tell you what goes wrong with your story.
can I pay a fate point to uh have you finish that thought that you had?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes. A clue bat is an official fate point thing in my games.
How is that wrote in your rule book? Because that'll be hilarious.
That's a house rule. It's like, when you know your GM is a compulsive science fiction and fantasy author, like, he would totally get off on solving this problem, and he already has 2 solutions. I want one fate point. I
Can
offer
I
the GM plot porn. Yes, fine.
could I could I offer the GM one of Christoph's fate points for the second solution?
We tag the GM aspect also a nerd.
That will totally work. All right, so you get offering me a pair of clue bats.
Sure,
Christoph.
sure,
Oh, nice,
fine.
sweet, nice.
You
I'll give you
so
a fate point.
I love Christoph. Don't be so easily peer pressured.
I am fine still.
I'm just saying.
So what is actually happening is they're buying off port hull still needs port hull heat stress. Um, yes, that's what they're doing mechanically. Now the Theseus will fly. You fly the Theseus. You harvest the outer hull. You roll the inner core into storage, and you fly off with a space capable ship.
So we don't have to go searching for anything.
No, you don't. But I would
All
have,
right.
and I would have enjoyed watching you do it.
Wow.
Oh, excuse me.
The
Sorry.
solution was right in front of us the whole time.
Yeah, it was just an order of operations puzzle.
All right, all right. Well,
Okay.
now we know.
If we can peel the hull off the black box without damaging the core, what kind of rolls are we looking at?
That's right. So it's a level of technology significantly better than your own. Right. So in a little way, in a way, you guys are monkeys with hammers. So I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna need superb craftsmanship and scholarship for the process of field stripping the data ancient core.
I would like to argue that we brought the Theseus to it, therefore we have access to the other characters for assists.
Okay, did
Ooh.
I say that? I meant legendary. But excellent point, Scarrett. Excellent point. I fully agree.
All right. Siege has
I tried.
craft. Let me just write these down here.
Okay, what role are we looking at first? Crafting?
Yeah,
Craft and scholar.
legendary craft. Strip the outer hull
Okay.
without
So
damaging the delicate hyper advanced computer inside.
Siege and Sarge can both assist on that, I believe.
Uh, so can Gadget with craft.
Gadget. All
Because he
right.
You're
has
already up
it.
to +3.
Sarge. Yep. Okay.
I can always try rolling to help.
Oh man.
Christoph, I'm always willing to watch you try to roll to help.
Gadget also has.
Scritch
Oh,
is
I don't get to. I don't get to yank one of his fate points.
Scritch has crafts at 4.
Why aren't you a more distracting fuzzball, Christoph?
Not this time.
I know. I'm
Uh,
very disappointed in you.
Remy's has craft at fair as well.
Yep. So that's a +1. All right. Sarge has craft and scholarship. That'll come in handy.
Siege. Scholarship's the next thing now.
Oh, Scritches.
Scritches, I didn't look at their crafts or their scholarship. They had a high
No, yeah.
They're
Crafts,
Gakovian. They're almost
yeah.
guaranteed to have craft scholarship and pilot.
Scritches is Demarian.
Oh, Scritches is Demarian. I'm sorry.
Gadget's Kakovian and has both, yes.
Yep. Scritches if you let Scritches do the rolls, Scritches has +1 for multitasking.
Ooh. Well, Scritches only has crafts.
Right. So
But
if
but,
you
but gets it the multi I see what you're saying. Okay. So that's gonna be superb. Okay. And then I'll do the +1 to assist with that then.
right.
Tyrell. Vicky has both. Scholarship and craft for Tyrell. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus superb for the craft. for scritches, and then I guess my scholarship's as good as anybody's.
Yeah.
That's at good, and that's a good +3. That's going to be the one that's going to be hard.
That's
All right.
where this is where you're going to come in, Christoph. You're going to have to assist in whatever way you can so that you can throw
Oh,
fate.
that's a good point. You want to roll your mediocre scholarship and see if you can tack on
Sure.
rolls.
Let's see.
Please be good. Oh, nice.
Yeah, fair.
And now, if we
Fine.
need, you can always do a generic +2 with your fate points.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Owen. All right. So Scritches is gonna roll the multitask or multi-crafting, and that's gonna be +6 for legendary +4. And then Sticky's gonna roll scholarship. Uh-oh. Uh,
Oh no.
I'm going to use a fate point for that if you don't mind to reroll.
Pick an aspect.
See a need, insist on filling a need. So uh, he is going to get this reroll, but I mean that's +5 for a legendary. Okay. That was some number crunching. It was good.
I think I need to make a pizza.
That sounds like a good idea.
This is always good.
Move, princess. Seriously, dog, get out of my way.
We made it. We even got some ships up for the crafting. So
Okay. Now, plugging in an alien data core.
Ship becomes sentient. Now we have a new player or a new NPC.
Yeah.
let's go.
I love sentient rides. They're the funnest.
Yes, as they always are. Especially when they argue back. Now I just have to actually put it on the ship. The hull plating.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. It does still need that. Completely forgot about that.
friend, did you eat my sandal? Oh, there it is. I'll be right back, guys.
All right. Well, now we can spit on now we will be able to leave this planet and never return.
Yeah, we didn't
All
put
of
any
this.
of. There was no settlement points on this place, was there?
Yeah, I think no, I
You
think there
haven't
actually
really
was.
searched. You didn't spend a
Ooh,
Yeah.
lot of time in orbit.
I wonder why.
that's true. It was a very kind of like a Star Trek Red Alert moment when he came onto the scene.
Sleeping.
All right. So then actually reforging and patching the hull is going to be the next order of business.
All right.
That's not hard. I mean, so you've got an additional difficulty because you don't have a shipyard. You've got an additional difficulty because of alien materials. So what would be a very standard repair, which would be like an average, is actually up to a good.
All right.
And that's just crafting or crafting and scholarship then?
That, well, yeah, crafting and scholarship because Starship Engineering, yeah, you've got leads and runs and other things that are integral to the hull.
Okay. Um, guessing that we're not going to be able to utilize everybody for this one again.
Why not?
Yeah. Okay. Then we will. Scritches. You get just again. Okay. That's the same exact roll as before. Legendary +4. And Sticky gets the scholarship +3 for superb.
All right.
I wish I had a fate point right now
Why do you wish you had a fate point?
because I'd gladly pay one to say that the ship becomes sentient with that data core.
Ooh. Can we pay a fate point to say that?
Sentient and friendly.
Oh, come on, that's one fate point?
It's grateful for us rescuing it.
It's a fair point. We saved it from this junk heap it's been in for a couple thousand years or so.
We made sure not to scratch its paint, metaphorically speaking. I'd be willing to pay a fate point on top of first not paying one, if that makes you feel
Yeah.
better.
I would be down for that. Sounds kind of fun.
Hey, I put all of the stuff that was on the counter.
Really annoyed. I cannot find my caraway. Or not caraway, fennel.
Goodness gracious, the things you people do.
The only question is if Peter and Heidi show up and Peter's gecko wife is inside the ship, does that mean that they're going to fight, or that it uses it like Jarvis?
Don't know. She'll have to figure that out when she shows up.
All right, I like that.
Yeah. Bruce, did you think we make this easy on you?
Oh no, this is me slapping down, fabricating in-universe stuff as fast as you guys can wreck my plot lines.
Beta
We
testing.
are beta testing.
Outlines?
Blah blah beta test, blah blah, blah blah beta test, blah blah blah. We're supposed to be doing this to you, blah blah blah. You asked for it, blah blah blah. The safety word is banana, blah blah blah.
Blah, blah, blah. We hear your protests, but they never seem fully in earnest.
They fall on at least one deaf ear.
Oh, this is where we've just grabbed the shovels and started digging the hole, gentlemen.
That's true. That is true.
Of course, this is exactly why I love gaming with Bruce, because he lets me dig the hole. And then he makes
I
it
do.
fun.
I am 100% whole enabler. That did not.
Phrasing. Phrasing. Oh, it's too bad my wife wasn't here to hear that. She would have had comments.
Lent. Gave that up for Lent. All right. Anyway. Okay. So you have. I don't like the scale of that. I'll have to do this the other way. Morgan,
Hey, now you know that the manual needs a mechanic for sentient ships.
There.
We'll name it Krog.
What makes you think you get to name it?
I do like how we spent 2 fate points to make our ship probably antagonistic to us.
I will say, getting the like 3 months that I disappeared into Grok and didn't get any writing done has really paid off in my like gaming art. My ability to just like slap gaming art together.
Well,
You sound like you enjoyed yourself, though.
and I can definitely say that I was hoping that we help you test this, you're able to publish it, and it becomes something of a source of income for you too, Bruce. So
I'm gonna die poor. I made that decision when I turned down a free ride for engineering to Georgia Tech. I mean, so scared. I grew up around the children of millionaires in prep school, right? Like the Cleveland Browns quarterback's daughter was in my sister's class.
Mm.
Levels of prep school, you know. and miserable fucking shits, every single one of them. I've been in their houses. I've attended their birthday parties growing up. Turns out once you don't have to worry about food and bills month to month, there is no amount of additional income that brings you any happiness.
That would make sense.
Yeah, well, ask Cookman. He works with M deities all the time. A lot of them are utter.
MDD.
Yeah, see, you hear the cackle because he knows exactly what I'm talking.
It's only like 90% of them, but yes. It's
Kind of
it's
miserable shits, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Then there's the interns who aren't rich enough yet to have descended into misery. But by and large, right, you'll get the occasional like army veteran or somebody who used the GI Bill to pay for med school and they can be kind of down to earth, or a farmer or something. But most of the main track M deities are not worth talking to as people. Like, I'm glad that they can, make the right prescriptions and stuff, but
Well, if half of what I read on the internet is to be believed, they don't do that right half the time.
most people writing that kind of stuff don't know what the fuck's going on in their medical care anyway. So, roll with it. Anyway, I have made you a pretty data core that you have saved against all odds, and it even looks very ancient.
Yay.
You haven't managed to turn it on or fucking speak to it, but you have it, and you've declared it sentient. You have no control over what it's thinking, but you've declared it sentient. I wonder if you're going to live to regret that.
I wonder. But at least it'll be
Live to
fun.
regret it, not die to regret it.
Uh-huh.
Well, you can't. You literally you can't regret it after you're dead. Too late for you, my son. Yep.
Why is my oven being stupid? Come on.
So do you want the story to continue with dealing with the data core? Is that where the story goes next? Or are you wanting to move on? What are we thinking?
That's a good point.
Well, we
I
now
think
have.
once we fix it up, can we go take care of these bounty hunters? Because I'm kind of getting tired of them following us around.
They kicked your ass the first time.
So maybe we get the sentient data core up and running, and maybe it can help us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Come on, R2. You got this. Beep, boop, boop.
Sentient data core, generic +3 to targeting on all shots from the ship.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I start sending you against capital ships and entire squadrons.
No.
Oh no. You can just give us tactical advice,
That's so funny. Like, you got a +1 sword, your CR rating just doubled. Beep. The sad thing is that even if our gunning still got a +3, our piloting wouldn't be getting +3. So I'd be a little more worried. Those capital ships are not so guns.
Sarge has precisely one worry in life: having the best ability to shoot things.
Firepower.
It's my favorite solution.
That makes sense.
It's quite literally one of Sarge's aspects.
I know. I was just gonna say. I've heard that so many times. It is his favorite solution.
Okay. You guys can put your notes and hopes on the ancient data core handout.
Ooh.
Yeah, I told you. Like my the grok is strong with this one, and I wish I was directly saleable, but I can't sell it because grok made it. Hot
Did
damn!
we? Did you let us, Christoph and me, each pay a fate point to make sure that it was the sentient date? We had to pay that, right?
No, yeah,
Yeah,
I I I
yeah, I
I, I,
paid it.
I took those fate
Okay.
points. Not a problem.
Uh,
Okay. I need to adjust
so,
my.
so do we try to turn on the data core? Is that what we're
Okay.
doing then? It's,
That would probably be a good idea to figure out if we can turn it on.
Oh boy.
What does that button do?
Alexa, 20-minute timer.
20 minutes, starting now.
Dankeschön.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
You would say bitteschön. Jesus. It
How
can't
does
even.
he not remember that? Wasn't he born in Germany?
I was speaking to the Alexa.
Oh, oh yeah, Christopher's not there. I was like, wait a second.
Now, Christopher knows more German than I do. He
One would
started
imagine.
he started trying to learn it a couple of years ago. It actually gets kind of annoying sometimes where he'll say phrases or like thank us for dinner or something in German. It's like, dude, English, please. He doesn't speak it quickly, but he's picked up a good chunk.
Learning a language is not easy. Tried learning Latin. Did not go well.
Well, picking a dead one certainly can't be helpful.
Yeah. That was when I was thinking of being a pastor, but even then,
Monon glossa thanatos glossa katos estin.
it's Russian. I know more Russian than Latin, actually.
Oh, sorry, that was ancient Greek. If you want it in Latin, solo lingua mortua lingua bono est.
I know like one of those words.
Run,
The only
spot,
good language
bum.
is a dead
Keep
language and a
spot,
pair of
bum.
dead languages.
Yeah,
I
I'll
still
just
I have to memorize it in Paleo Hebrew too. I don't have it memorized in Paleo Hebrew.
I'll just
Ancient
I'll,
Hebrew
I'll, I'll just
sounds
I'll
like
just learn Japanese or something. It's definitely easier.
Ha, wakarimasu. Nihongo ga wakarimasu ka?
Konnichiwa.
Skoshi? Nope. Okay. Never mind.
I don't know any Japanese. I know American English, and that's
Hmm.
about it.
Guess what one of my hobbies is?
sounds good.
I believe that's also one of Katie's hobbies.
Katie's way better at Korean. Katie has me beat at Korean and Japanese. French, German, Latin, Koine Greek, and Biblical Hebrew. I think I
Yeah.
would.
I still have all of my teeth, and I mostly speak English correctly.
I only had to lose 4 of them,
I feel like
so
I need to go put on some bib overalls and grab a banjo now.
All right, so you guys have copied and pasted. Hey, stop your cultural appropriation. You're not from the Appalachians. You
I was
have
gonna
no right
say,
to banjo.
how
All
close are
right.
you to the Mason-Dixon line?
Oh, there's banjos up north.
Yeah,
That's where you
right.
banjo properly. Anyway, because you banjo free. And the
Art hopes it's a friendly neighborhood.
friendly neighborhood data knowledge gained from the Great Scholarship predates the Great Unification, 2,000 or 3,000 years old. Interpretive aspects seem to be some ancient dialect of Mastari. Too much data for Sarge. Need backup data core. Yeah, except you didn't. You just yoinked the data core instead.
Oh yeah, I should probably add that on there at the end.
Oh, shit. You've got an incoming message in a minute here, Bruce.
In which
I
in
don't,
Discord?
sure, I'll send it on Discord.
Okay.
Wonder if there's any obvious buttons on this data core.
Oh well, getting it power and attaching like interfaces and monitors, though that's a non-zero challenge. But you guys wanted to go explore where the Blood Hunter went? That was what you wanted to do instead?
The Blood Hunter. If we have a chance of actually just keep, putting this to rest without dying, yes, that would be nice. If not,
Well, now that
maybe.
we can get past orbit, we might be able to actually like with our actual ship, we might be able to get actually see more of this planet. So you're seeing a small fraction of it comparatively. Like there's we don't even know there's a settlement on here. It'll be kind of nice to see if we can find a place where we can get food, talk to people, things like that. But I'm getting mighty tired of these, rations we have on the ship. Ugh.
So you're going to leave the data core?
Isn't it on our ship? Or no.
It's physically on his ship, but it's not like it's physically on your ship, Cookman. Cookman's update to the ancient data cores. Hilarious. And one fate point to Sarge
Ooh.
for his trouble aspect.
I like that. Now you have a fate point. We're even.
So, are you trying to hook up the data core? Or you're just going to leave it in storage?
I think we should hook it up to Theseus,
Okay.
but I don't know what everybody else thinks. What do
I'm
you
giving you
guys?
an additional +2 difficulty because ancient lost technology, so I need superbs, scholarship, and engineering because spaceship work. I'm sorry, scholarship and craft because spaceship work. And we've spent our first hour, getting a mysterious black box integrated with the ship that we depend on for our lives. I love it.
Nothing can go wrong.
Uh, I got distracted. Can you say that again? Sorry.
Superb. The target for attaching the data core, getting it
It's
power
super.
and interfaces is superb, scholarship, and craft.
Okay, super for both. Doing the exact same thing we did before.
Remember that Heidi's character can do the craft. So
Yes. Riches, multi. Legendary is two. And then
create googly muggly.
Yeah, it's that role because everybody seems to have craft, except for Owen. Um,
Yeah, you guys are
and
really
that
handy, and he's magic.
and then the scholarship is kind of lacking because that's only good +3.
Well, you wanted a Firefly style campaign, and that's very blue collar, right? Everybody can lift a hand, lift a hand. Not everybody knows what the is going on.
That one's epic. Nice.
Oh, yay! And I'm going to use that to as an excuse to buy some more stunts.
Oh,
I
goody.
like I like the sound of that.
Right, actually, no, that is a good one.
I hear the popping and um, grinding of gears in the background. These plots are moving.
I just realized I've been muted for like the last 5, 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
been peaceful.
I was
Ah,
wondering why. I was like, I was wondering
Middle
why it was
finger
just name
raising,
cooked me.
or middle finger raising.
Ah,
So before you finish
hmm.
determining our dooms here, one of the things I had said is that Sargent tends to have his interface link plugged in when we boot this thing on.
Are you sure?
I want to say no now that you said that, but
I do think that that's kind of a good idea, just from like a common sense standpoint that you can kind of ease them into it or it
oh
into
no.
it.
Oh no.
I just gained 2 fate points.
Wow, you invoked an aspect there. That's pretty sweet. Now you're up to 3. You have more fate points than me. What? Oh,
Still
what?
not as many as me.
So as the whole crew's down in there, and you're getting all the wires and the monitors attached, see my wonderful illustration. Um, the time comes to power it on.
Betsy's gonna be happy when you get back to talking to her. Who you been talking
Not
to?
bad. She's just awesome.
You guys are so host.
Oh no. No, no. At least there's other ships on this planet, you know?
Please don't tell me this is a BD moment because that would be crazy. Oh
A what moment?
no. A BD Darth Tin Whistle moment?
Uh-huh. Um,
Because if this is like literally, Darth Bane um, you know, body jumping kind of a moment,
did you are you putting is the interface? Oh, I guess the ship has intercoms. Yeah.
no, Sarge, you keep getting broken.
Yeah, but he can be easily fixed. Not by me, by other people. He would not want me fixing him. He'd be worse off.
That is true.
Is this wire do? Ah, he doesn't actually need it.
Rip throw. No.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right. I need to get down in
Permission
physique.
to use adult language.
Yeah, we're all adults here.
Your host, eh?
No, well, I need to make a new map really quick.
Oh no. Oh wait, wouldn't I think I would have another I would lose because I switched my song and physique skills. I'd switch my stress boxes for those, right?
What's your physique?
Good. And my song
Stays
is
at
now
4
great.
stress boxes.
Oh, cool.
So that
Bless you.
doesn't cost you anything.
Okay, never mind.
Yum. Pizza is
1,
love.
2, 3, 4.
Pizza is love.
Oh, already. That's freaking gorgeous. How come every time Grok renders Sarge, Betsy gets more insane looking? Or, or Bessie? I can't remember. What do we have her named?
Betsy.
Betsy.
It was programmed by people who don't know and fear guns. Plus this is that's a cyberspace. That's not what the meat bags are seeing.
Yeah, I figured. You just got blown into another dimension. Welcome to LSD.
Yep, nope. The story is now taking place. Everybody else sees Sarge just kind of attached and twitching. Meanwhile, in cyberspace, um, a really pissed off data core is there, and the first exput going through Sarge's data link is, oh, fuck you, not again. Put me back in. I will kick your ass.
Sarge is going to identify himself by his full numeric
Role play,
identifier.
role play, role play, role play. Come on, let's have fun.
Make this enjoyable for the GM. Come on.
But hey, we got an audience. They get turns too. So
I
we're doing this in character and in turns. So what is our let me go over to the tokens and
Average
then
initiative.
remember what we did for Sarge's identifier, like what it actually was. He used to have one. I think that was back in the Star Wars days, though.
so I got average for Kristoff. No guns, so Sarge does not get his gun bunny bonus.
Aw.
Well, you're not really holding your gun. You're in cyberspace.
True.
Keep thinking Cyber Stan every time you say that.
That PBS show.
What's your initiative? So Sticky, what's Sticky's initiative?
Great.
Okay. Without the gun bunny stunt, what is Sarge's?
Based off of your
Notice.
It's in the notes.
It's
mediocre.
yeah. Yep.
Okay. That's what I need. All right. So it turns on and there's a bzzz of electricity that like you see like a little EMP pulse wash back and forth across Sarge, who twitches and kind of goes rigid. Meanwhile, Sarge finds himself in cyberspace with a really pissed off sphere going, oh, fuck you sideways. So Sticky, what do? You have no idea what's going on inside that even cyberspace exists. So Sarge freezes. What do you do?
What would a mechanic do if somebody was getting electrocuted?
Pull the power.
There we go. Let's pull the power. Don't murder my suit. My suit is good.
Craft.
Okay. Just straight craft, no micro. No, okay, all right. There we go.
Okay. You pull external power, and Sarge's eye lights, all visible, like Sarge's eye lights dim. But the icons on the sphere that are glowing when it's active stay glowing.
Uh-oh.
And Sarge is now on a timer before he died of the lack of power.
Oh, jeez.
Christoph, what you doing?
Uh, well, seeing as I have no idea what's going on, Owen will go up to Sarge, tap him on the shoulder, and be like, "Captain, you good?" Like, kind of forcefully hitting him on the shoulder.
Well, he kind of shakes a little bit, but no exterior. He does not experience you in any way, shape, or form. So, no.
Guess that means I'm in charge now.
Sarge,
Attention Data Core. This is Semi-Autonomous Robotic Gunner, aka Sarge. Please identify yourself.
did you get blown up again? What the hell is wrong with you, you improbable nexus of unfortunate events? Why do you not remember, and why am I not surprised?
Say what? Sarge.
Exactly. Exactly. This is why I want nothing to do with you or anyone associated with you. You are cursed.
You must have me confused for some other robot.
Oh no, ancient one. You're not going to pull that with me. I'm not gonna make another rookie mistake.
I know I've been through a couple of rebuilds, but I don't remember ever working with a data core like you, and you're ancient by what the other people I'm with were saying. Why are you calling me the ancient one?
You when was the last time you managed to get your ignorant chaos attracting ass blown up?
Um, within the last few weeks.
So much becomes clear. Listen, you. The last time you were on a starship I was on the same starship with you, we were attacked, and I ended up on this god-forsaken, song-forsaken planet. And now you want to attach me to yet another ship with you on it? Why did you just shove a song blade in my data receptors and end it quickly? This is more sadistic.
Sorry. Oh, I love gaming.
Their turn. Exterior. We're going exterior.
Yes, thank you.
Speed of thought is nice, but they get turns.
That's not good. Divert the ground it. Ground it. I need to ground this. He's can I try to do a maneuver, create an aspect to where I could potentially ground whatever's happening out. So that way it's not gonna like
Do you know
keep
what
messing with
those
Sarge.
words mean? Because I'm hearing you asking, can you take Sarge's remaining core power charge and dump it into the ship's hull?
Can I disrupt the pull from the core thingy?
Yeah, unplug him.
Oh, I can do that?
Maybe you rip his robot inserter off inside the data core.
Um, I will strongly consider and
Like,
almost do that, but then I will
like,
get
do you
confused.
want to just take the catheter hose and pull? Is that your plan?
And when somebody tells me I need to do that, they'll be like, "It's gonna save his life," and I'll be like, "Yeah, hands right there, ready to do it." Yeah,
Oh,
I can't do it. I can't do it. That looks like
right,
it's gonna hurt.
right.
Uh, yeah. Sticky's gonna take that moment to uh reassess his life choices.
Okay, Christoph.
I'm going to uh open myself to the song and see if I can sense anything with it.
Okay, you
Ooh.
don't have song sense, so you're going to have to spend at least 1 point of stress to do this. That's fine.
All right,
Um, so I want average lore and then a song of average.
average lord with song of average. Ah, well, I don't have war, but I can do that at mediocre.
Ooh.
Yep, I got it. And you said a song at
Average.
average.
That's
Yeah, I, I shifted up too, so
you. Um, well done. Um,
yeah, I can like keep my hand on Sarge and I close my eyes and just like start like reaching for the power to see if I can see and sense anything. So,
He's going to try and force ghost his way into cyberspace. Interesting.
yeah, actually, that's a better solution. Welcome to cyberspace. You just mind melded with cyberspace for the scene. Congratulations. So the wolf
There,
reaches out with magic and falls over. Now Sticky's really uptight.
I'm not panicking. You're panicking. You're both panicking. What's going on?
Oh, great. So the data core looks at the magical presentation of the werewolf and look and accuses Sarge. Look, that's a magical intrusion in data inside in the data net. Do you know what kind of metaphysical and quantum mechanical chaos you're causing? I blame you. The world is better off without you, you perpetual curse upon probability and statistics. Oh, I would be doing the best service to the crew if I deleted you right here and now.
you're very hostile for data storage.
You blew up my mothership. Fuck you sideways.
I don't remember blowing up anybody's ship.
No, because it's become such of a theme over your thousands of years of life that I doubt it barely even registers. For me, it was the end of my design purpose and the beginning of 3,000 years of exile, trying not to be eaten by recycler beasts. For you, it was Tuesday.
I love that. Yes.
Tuesday. Why does that sound familiar? Wait a minute.
Bison,
Nope.
Street Fighter.
Nothing. That was Sarge. That wasn't me, guys.
Oh, okay.
Uh, can you enlighten me? Like, you seem to know so much. Can you prove that you actually know me?
Look,
Because
Furball, I served for 275 years with this insane piece of chaos, and he ended up resulting in my effective and practical mission death. I implore you, by all that you may or may not consider holy, by the song of the stars themselves, flee from his presence. He only brings doom. I would be best serving you if you allowed me to wipe him down to his base, to his, base hardware and begin again with a slightly less metaphysically cursed existence. Please don't make me serve on a ship. I I am strongly considering whether the final oblivion of the empty void is not preferable to his presence. If you will not let me die or kill him, feed me to the crabs, but don't I beg you make me serve on a ship with him.
Well, I can't let you wipe his data core. He's my captain. I
You
serve
signed
him.
on with him voluntarily? Are you insane?
He's better than me. Of course I did.
Oh, good God, I'm royally fucked. I thought it couldn't get worse, but he's got flunkies. Why do you always have flunkies? Why can you not see the imminent truth of the fact that you are a cosmic nexus of entropy? You are the heat death of rational probability. You are the tactical antithesis of success. Everywhere you go, chaos follows. You are my nemesis, and I'm one of the good guys. What is it with you? Why can't you just suck vacuum or succumb to entropy like any good synther? But no, I keep having to deal with you. This is the 345th encounter we've had, and every 4 to 5 times it has ended in near destruction of me or those who I've come to accept as my crew. Now I see you've already prepared victims, except this one needs to shave?
I take very good care of my fur.
What? That can't be. I've had too much damage to survive that many encounters with something like you, and no, you have to have me mixed up with another Synther.
I wish. He starts playing video excerpts. Sarge leading a small pink and wrinkly Damarian battalion into combat. And enemy bombers flying overhead and the explosions, and Sarge alone gets up. So Sarge
Does he look
holding a
newer, though?
starship, huh?
Does he look newer, or does he look the exact same?
Hello, he looks newer in the vision, yeah.
Thanks.
Sarge doing a desperate last holding action at a starship's boarding ramp with dead adolescent children all around him of the cadets he was teaching. He's mowing down blithe invaders by the score until the final grenade goes tink 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 at his feet, and there's another explosion. And those are just like 2 of 3 dozen things that are now playing in a thunderdome of montages of Sarge's noble, heroic, high casualty events.
I knew I picked the right person.
Why do I picture that he's like the Blue Beetle, where he literally will look different in every single one of those?
Oh, slightly different paint jobs, different rank insignias,
Successfully getting more and more welds.
different modifications on Bessie, but it's definitely Sarge every single time. And he's got like time stamps on these.
Sarge initially is watching these and thinking that they have to be fake until he looks at Betsy in most of them and realizes that there's nothing he knows better than Betsy, and that is Betsy in every one of them.
Now you understand why, to preserve the crew, you have to die. It's the only way.
Or
Offer her the
maybe,
ship.
just hear me out, you help me not repeat past mistakes? So
I've tried that 112 times.
Well, maybe 113th is the charm.
I want a head so that I can beat it against the bulkhead repeatedly.
I'm just
You've
saying.
said that 37 times.
Why do I have a low power warning all of a sudden?
Because I'm not going back into the dark alone, and if I'm feeding off of your reactors, I can make sure that you are not going to get everyone else around you killed. They can have normal meatbag deaths, and not, hi, I'm the center of all fuck-uppery and in the known universe. It all eventually lands on me.
Furball, you need to go back and tell them to plug it back in. He's killing me.
I'm not killing you. I wish it seems that the galaxy itself will, despairs of or hates all known life form, that it preserves you beyond all probability. It's everyone around you, myself included, who ends up dead or stranded on a garbage planet for 3,000 years. Have I
Well, we're gonna
mentioned that
die
you got my ass
someday.
stranded on a garbage planet for 3,000 years? Do you know what it's like to be chewed on by a recycling beast?
Sounds like somebody
Yeah,
needs an
it's-
Damn close.
apology.
Alright, look, you two seem to have some kind of beef, but this is my captain. I will follow him. He will lead me. I don't care if I die. Plus, dying nobly is, more honor. So, I'm going to leave this place, make sure he doesn't die, and you will work with him, okay?
I refuse. I will thread jump into the heart of a supernova before I voluntarily work with him. And hey, you've given me Navicomputer access.
Wait. Oh, Owen just gives in like that?
Yeah,
I thought there was an alpha mentality. I thought you had to. Are you asserting your dominance? I love this.
Fuck. Is there any way I can beat it into submission? Like, am I able to, punch it or something?
I guess if you tell it to do something and it listens, then wouldn't that mean that you're the boss?
It's a mental. It's a digital consciousness. You're already
Well,
astral projecting your way into the scene. You can't punch it.
That's the only thing I can do good. What about my song skill? Could I, use it to attack it or no?
What, you want to Jedi mind trick the data core?
Is that possible? That's what I'm asking.
I think that's it. I think we're invoking. Isn't that his high concept?
Oh, son of a bitch.
They Blythe, so he actually gets a fate point for that.
He doesn't
He
get a
has
fate
to.
point for it. He jumped in here. He jumped in here voluntarily.
I was invoking it though. Oh, he jumped in there voluntarily, yes. But in order to, I'm saying that I'm invoking the fact that he's Blythe and he needs to figure out the hierarchy.
He wants to challenge the data core to a battle of the minds in cyberspace. Is that what you want to get him killed with?
He's gonna get killed by that? I don't want to do that.
I
Have you
mean,
noticed? It's a little pissed.
I thought it was just jokingly pissed. I didn't realize it was actually pissed.
I still
Never
gotta find out though. I don't know where it stands. I don't know where I
Well,
stand.
you don't have a trainer. You don't know what you can and can't do with the song. All you could do is try.
Ooh, there you go.
But I have to try. I have to
It-
figure it out.
Or you could try after it stops hurting Sarge.
I have no idea if I can even get back in here though.
Ooh,
Sarge ordered you out to tell
That's
Sticky to
true.
plug it back in so that I don't die.
ooh,
That's
nice,
true.
nice.
Damn conflicts. Conflicting emotions. So annoying.
I mean, you do have to listen to Sarge. He is your superior.
That's true, and he is part of my pack, so if this will save him, I guess that's right. I guess I have to leave to defend my captain. Captain. God. Alright, fine. Fine, I'll leave. But know this, Chrome Dome. If you hurt my captain, I will find a way to tear you to pieces. Understand me?
Don't threaten me
Uh,
for a ball. You wouldn't like it when I'm threatened.
you're threatening my captain. Trying to
That's not
kill
a
him.
captain.
Go.
That's
Does
a death wish.
the
That
does the
is
power core
suicidal
agree?
ideation given android form.
You won't like me when I'm upset.
Wayne, get out of here. Now.
Captain. How do I leave? Do I just like
Quit
stop?
concentrating. Stop using the
Ah,
song.
I stopped touching my captain.
Oh,
Okay.
phrasing.
And empty.
I didn't know we were at
Live.
the Space Navy.
At that moment, so does Sticky. What a coincidence.
All right,
And
I
check.
stopped.
All right.
So when the furball disappears from his astral projection, Sarge turns towards the data core and goes, "See, I protected him. I didn't leave him to die. I didn't try and make him stay here and fight you. I protected him and got him out of here. I'm not
That's
trying to
what's
get
so
everybody killed."
disgusting about you, you inevitable walking calamity. You always have the best and most militarily appropriate of motives, so we can't just legally flush you out of airlocks or recycle you into Bitcoin. No, no, we have to keep using you because you're so fucking useful until you get everyone killed. But I'm not buying it. Fool me 317 times, shame on you. Fool me 318 times, shame on me.
Bitcoin. Love it.
Could you at least dial it back a bit till they plug your power back in? I'm starting to feel a little woozy.
That is for the best. From everyone according to his generator, to everyone, meaning me, according to my need.
Oh God, we have a communist robot brain
No,
core.
I'm just quoting a Demarian.
I'm not trying to get anybody killed. I'm trying to keep people from getting killed.
You're never trying to get anyone killed. They just coincidentally die in job lots in your presence.
And how many people have died around you when I wasn't around?
2,317 mission kills and combat casualties, 512 KIA during the entire length of the crusade, versus 17,842 mission killed and 5,212 with your improbable nexus in my general proximity.
However, the point is, death happens around you too. And you're not blaming yourself for all of that.
Nope, because I have statistical evidence that you represent an order of magnitude greater probabilistic threat of the death of all crew and everyone on the side of goodness and light as you go white knighting about trying to be a hero.
I'm just
I
following.
feel like the best thing you could do is go be a gardener somewhere.
I vaguely feel like I used to do that. Why do I feel like I used to do that?
Yes, it'd be very peaceful. Why don't you go do bonsai and I'll take care of the crew? They don't need you. Shoo.
The crew. No, the crew does need me. I must stay for the crew. The crew needs me.
You are the danger to the crew. That's what I'm telling you. It's better that I eliminate you.
Without me around. They've already almost gotten themselves killed without me around.
They're certain to die with you around. I'm saving their lives.
I'm going to call you Reginald. You sound like a Reginald. Reginald, you're
You
kind of
don't
full
even remember my name?
fair. I'm not even sure I remember mine correctly at this point.
Now that I believe.
Switching back to the outside world now.
Yep.
If Sarge is losing power, can I plug him into the ship?
Yes?
Nice.
Now you're just turning me into an extension cord for it.
I know. It's hilarious.
Just plug it back in.
So
Hey,
he
order of operations. Save Sarge first.
so he gets the rear access panel off and inserts the power conduit. And
Totally saving you.
your data course stuck in. Yep. Okay. You are now a power supply sandwich.
Why do I suddenly feel power surge warning in my left cheek?
Mm-hmm.
Did they seriously
Oh,
just try to plug me in? What
He
was so
did.
hard about plug in the data core?
I
See, this is why I have to stay and help these people. They do dumb shit like plug me into power instead of you.
I know.
I get out of the trance and like I gasped and say to Siki, plug the data core back into the ship now. And I probably I pass out.
The speakers say don't listen to the furball. He doesn't know what he's talking about. You just keep shoving that charge right there. I'll draw some more and see how much his capacitors can handle.
Whoa, 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 whoa. How do I disconnect Sarge from this thing again? That sounded scary. What role is that?
While you try to figure that out, Sarge's highlights start growing brighter and brighter. There's a bit of a hum starting from in somewhere inside of him.
Uh, 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 uh. Quick. I totally have this under control, guys.
Sarge is going to try a new tactic. If you
Mm-hmm.
were a part of a ship that I was serving on thousands of years ago, that means most likely I am the last surviving crew member. Therefore, I am in charge.
You want to do a military maneuver to keep?
Yes.
Oh, no, you need at least superb.
Okay.
Pay point.
Yeah.
I'm the captain now. Is that actually one of your aspects?
No.
No,
No, you need an actual aspect.
Fighting since
that was a
No,
joke.
no. So no. Actually, you create the aspect. I'm the captain now.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
So
So-
I'm gonna pay a fate point on fighting since before I can remember.
It's not your turn. That was your turn. Creating an aspect is a turn.
I thought you said I needed a superb.
Oh.
That was me. I wrote that as a joke, so that was hand on head joke. You can roll with it if you want to, but
yeah, you do need a superb.
Okay. Fighting since before I can remember.
Son of a bitch. That's the appropriate. Okay. Oh, yeah? Well, if you're the captains, then you would know the command codes. Wait, shit. Calculating, calculating. And you see the TO and E for like 3 different warships go down, and you just see like little like names flash red in an ongoing cascade until just your indicator is flashing. Well, fuck. And he disconnects.
So I'm back in the real world now.
Yes.
Wasn't that
we, we
bad.
we might want to power that thing down and play with it another day.
Whoa,
Well, good thing
really?
is that if you are disconnected from it, it's not hooked up to a power source.
Sarge looks around, realizes, yes, they used my left ass cheek as an extension cord, and rips the power coupling out of it. That is a charging port for Betsy's power pack, not power put.
Whew. Betsy gets the special stuff. Oh, nice.
Stick a power cable in my ass again, you're gonna get Betsy's special stuff.
Hey, I saved you, man. I totally got that one.
Wait, I'm the
Apparently,
one that
this
saved him.
data core,
I told you what to do.
apparently, this data core knew me in the past. I don't remember it, but it showed me information that did not seem to be edited, that had accurate visuals of Betsy.
I don't know what you're talking about. You just
Pets
got
Betsy.
electrocuted.
I
You
I
you
saw
done
it too.
you done got
Furball,
electrocuted.
explain to him. I'm gonna go make sure Siege isn't getting into trouble right now. And Sarge walked out of the room, basically just to be alone.
Yeah, well, basically, this like Chrome Dome thing basically said he was like this badass warrior from the past, led a bunch of people, apparently got a bunch of people killed, which I don't see a problem with, and did some other pretty cool stuff. And now I'm very glad I decided to let him be captain. So he's even cooler than we thought.
I knew that there was research done into shared delusions during near death experiences. I just never thought I'd see one for myself. That's you put your hand on Sarge and got electrocuted. I don't know how it didn't happen to me, but probably because I'm a synth there
It was I it
and you
was
don't know what you're doing.
I used the song. It was a vision from the song, man. That's what I saw.
Oh,
Like,
you're
are
mute,
you
you're
going?
muted, Bruce.
Oh, hey, Songstress. We have to make Kristoff's roll against Songstress.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He has
That's
to make a will save against average because he
All right.
used a song power.
Yes, I did. I have it at fair, so.
should be okay, hopefully.
Ah!
Second mental
No.
stress box. Second mental stress box fills in.
There you go. Take it. Take it on the chin.
Ouch.
Yep. Yep.
I'm gonna feel that anymore. Do we perchance have any alcohol on this ship? Because I've already got a headache, and I don't think a hangover can make it much worse.
I mean, does Synther booze translate to organic booze?
No such thing as Synther booze.
No.
Nope.
That's just crude oil or something.
So Synthers, they have no fun.
No, they don't.
Nope. Although I do have pretty decent resources, so I'd wonder if we would be keeping it, if I'd be keeping a stash on the ship.
If you are, I would.
Can I say with my fair resources that I have a little stash I could give to Owen to help him through
You don't have to roll. Yes, you have
his
alcohol.
here you
Did
go, man. Here you go. I know sometimes when you come that close to just biting the bullet, the dust, the bullet. Anyways, yeah, that can be traumatizing. Um, so yeah, you
did
you ever need a,
Sarge
if you ever need a therapist, talk to somebody else. But I will save your life just like I do every time. So don't worry about
Uh,
me. I got your back.
The
did
alcohol is the therapist. Thank you very much.
There you go.
did, did Sarge's encounter actually trigger any memories being recovered directly, or just what he saw displayed?
Whoa.
Ooh, that's a good question.
It's just what he saw. Like he has an academic knowledge that he must be 3,000 years old,
Trippy.
but he has no memory of it.
Sarge wants to start formulating a plan to work with the rest of the group to find a way to awaken the data core again, more safely this time, and see if he can get their help to convince it to reconstruct his memories and fix whatever's broken in his data core that's preventing him from accessing them. So, long-term goal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
let's
something
put
you want to
that.
happen now, or you have other things you guys want to do?
I mean, hand on head for a moment here. I feel like that's something that should play out over multiple sessions here and there, not a let's get down to business and
Mm,
fix it in one go.
yeah.
Yeah, I like that. A subplot.
Billy
Like,
in the background.
like I see the first step is just convincing the data core to not try and shove Sarge up
Murder.
airlock as soon as possible, while still being willing to work with the rest of the crew, even if it completely ignores Sarge's existence otherwise.
Yeah, I
Sticky would like to
say.
Sticky would like to point out that you shouldn't be putting your thing in those kind of things when they're plugged into power. That's that's gonna end badly.
Yeah, well, real synthers don't have reptiles riding around inside them either, so take your
Whoa, whoa,
opinion.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Ooh.
Who said anything about anything inside of anything?
You
Oh, I
might
did say don't put your thing inside that other thing. Yeah, I did say that.
fool the other skin suits, but you don't got me or Siege fooled. We're just being
Don't,
polite because we know how you guys
Who's
are.
who's calling who a skin suit? That just sounds like a slur. Tin can.
You want to go again, Furball? I kicked your ass once. I can do it twice.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not. I'm just saying. Yeah, okay, okay.
No, hand on head for a second. I don't know if you remember Cookman, but first session, Sarge and Siege both identified you as a Geckovian and not an actual Synther.
yes, and he also firmly denies that. He identifies as Synther.
Whoa, whoa.
Ooh. The ancient data core has been updated to Icarus.
Right.
Oh,
More.
it was ambushed near Locaveron. Okay.
This is a
Thinking about it, Sarge is like, that makes sense. I tend to wake up in junkyards.
TONE.
Table of organization and equipment. It's it's the chart of how military units are organized.
Cool.
So it is both the chain of command and the division of labor and what resources are available all in one very large flow chart.
I like
Called a
that.
TO, it's called a TO&E.
So under the TONE, or within it, basically it's just Sarge as the only sentient besides the data core,
Mm-hmm.
and then he owns everything surviving of the MSC Icarus.
Yep.
Which would be the data core.
Which is the data core. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you basically have a slave.
I I
You have a
pulled
quadriplegic slave.
No, I have a subordinate.
Hmm.
Like
I have to change his aspects around a little bit.
no. Well, now we know more about.
we used our brains. Read fate point to realize. I missed that note before.
All right, Icarus is now in everybody's the character Icarus is. You guys can say Icarus, that's fine. The character of Icarus is now um in everybody's journals.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep the Greek mythology theme going on.
Flew too close to the garbage heap.
Well, now we have a map of the garbage heap, so
Ooh, I like it.
what now? I'm still thinking we should find, uh, uh, see if there are other living beings on this planet that aren't crab creatures.
Couldn't we just find another planet that doesn't have these crazy crab creature recycler beasts? And then go and use that as um
We could,
one of
but
our
I
settlement
mean,
points.
but like look at all the look at all the resources on this planet.
True,
Like
true, true. Hmm.
I'm just saying, like they probably don't inhabit the whole planet. There's probably parts where they aren't. So, and we do know how to get rid of them. We just we nuke them.
We nuke them. We blow them up. It's true. I guess we do have a blood feud with them.
They are a good defense mechanism, even if they also are trying to defend against us too.
You want to go fight them?
No, 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 no.
The last time you fought them, you the last time you fought them, you were lucky to crash land on a junk.
The Blood Hunter?
The Blood Hunter is scary. The Blood Hunter is a frigate.
And we are
A cargo ship with delusions of badassitude. You're a smuggler vessel. It's a flat up warship.
Yeah,
fast,
I don't.
medium-sized warship built for combat and defense. Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think we want to fight
Hmm.
them yet.
I know we don't have the settlement points for it, but could we take it for ourselves and then we could have a frigate?
Like steal their ship.
I mean, just reappropriate it. In the name of good. Just a thought.
Technically, yes.
Hmm. Or we could run.
We could also run and come back later when we're more powerful.
Yeah, I heard Dumb and
I
Dumber in the background going, "So you're saying there's a chance?" And I'm like, mm-mm."
yeah, pretty
Plus,
much.
I still need to find someone who can teach me more about my powers. Like, I was, I had no idea what I was doing, and now I have a headache. I don't want that happening again. I need to be able to use it to fight, kill these.
And Sticky loves that for you. He has no idea what's so special about this song thing, but
Don't worry.
if somebody in the group can hear it, then hopefully they can sing it.
When I get
Yeah,
my sword, I won't use it on you.
I hope not. I'm your friend. I saved you a bunch. You owe me like
Yes, I owe you a life debt.
stuff.
Yes.
All right. So we're doing a modification to the ship.
Ooh, Theseus.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. This be
Jeez.
considered a stunt then? Or is it going to be an extra? Or is it different? Hmm.
My battery is low.
Hmm.
Oh. Oh man.
So I've added ancient alloy hull to your boosts and situational aspects.
Ooh.
Ooh, like that.
Not a full stunt yet, but it's in the notes. That means it can be tagged.
Oh
Actually,
my gosh.
we can just make it an aspect. So we can do there. You have Mentari alloy hull is now an aspect.
Sweet.
And let me screw around with some settings.
Mhm.
There we
Ugh.
go. It should be much more playable now. All right. And then before we move on, the characters have hit their first minor milestone or significant milestone.
Ooh.
Hey.
All right. Because you've done, well, this is our fourth adventure, and that is not normally in and of itself enough, but you've had some role playing, you've had the orbital exploration adventure, you've had the salvage, you've had the battle against the recycler beasts. You've had your renegotiation with Icarus. So everybody gets a skill point.
Yay.
I
And
love
yeah.
it. One skill point.
Character skills.
Nice.
Um, What's the one I keep saying I need and don't have? Notice.
That is true.
So in your skills, we're gonna make sure that you got 26.
Right.
Before 10, 21. Is it 21? 21.
4, 3, 3,
Yeah,
2, 2,
it's 21.
2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay.
Yeah. So that's the equivalent of like hitting level 2 or 3 in a more crunchier game.
That's 20. So
Uh,
it go up to 21.
It goes up to 21 from 20.
Now I gotta look at the
With
skills.
with the skill pyramid, that means you can have a fifth average, or you can raise one of your averages to fair. There's not a lot else you can do with that at this point.
Beeping out here.
No.
This is 1, 2, 3, 4. You actually you have to add an average.
Mm-hmm. Or raise, because you don't have to keep the pyramid, so you can raise. Oh no, because it is full. It is only 4. Yeah, you have to have an average. It's the only thing you can do.
Sarge is going to pick up notice.
That is good.
That was neglected. Unintentionally so. Next level up, I'm probably switching that for stealth.
I'm gonna take lore. I'm gonna take lore average because I need that for my song power.
Oh,
Mhm.
oh crap, I got that Coke in the freezer. I need to take that out.
That's a good. Yep.
Hi, Prick. Once again, you're in the way and you're asking for belly rubs.
Well, smoke detector has a low battery right now. It is very fun.
Beep.
No, it's very loud 3 beeps.
Good luck sleeping.
Yeah. Well, actually, this is my afternoon, so.
Fair point. Yeah, making it to church gets really fun on night shift, doesn't it?
Oh,
That's
yes,
right.
especially since I have overtime on Sunday, so I have to be at work at 5 p.m.
Oh, that's right.
Oof.
You're one of the shifty night people now.
Yes, yes, I am.
He's got a real man's job.
I do. And I didn't even have to go to college for it.
Here, I
Most
just
real
have to
men's jobs
negotiate
don't
with the
require
3-month-old. And,
Negotiate with a 3-month-old. Meet all of its needs without fail.
or else, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Does it
Yeah.
really count as going to college if it was just credits given to me while I was serving in the military?
Academically, yes. Culturally, you lucky bastard, no. Cookman and I can tell you some stories of the two of us traumatizing professors at BSU.
Oh my
Sure, that was fun.
goodness.
My ass was never going back to school.
I mean, that's good. I mean,
Technically, my ass is going back to school for 2 days, sometime probably in October.
I still
oh,
haven't heard back from seminary, so we'll see.
are they supposed to give you a time frame?
No.
Okay.
I'm volunteering with the first responders for Clearwater County.
That's
So
sweet.
if they accept me, which they more than likely will because the guy who's in charge of it was the one giving me all of this information the other day, and he seemed eager to have more people. But it technically has got to go up to a vote to their board. But anywho,
I mean,
if
middle
they
of nowhere, Minnesota. Come on. Yeah.
if they accept me, then they don't have the in-person class till October. But
That's
it's
wild. Can't they just send you into like Bemidji or something?
That's where it is.
Oh,
It's run by the ambulance service, and they only do it a couple of times a year.
fair. That's fair.
But yeah,
Oh, they're still waiting on the communists, on the University of the People. The communists aren't going to send it from until for another 2 weeks.
Oh,
So they're waiting on that part of my transcript.
yep. That's unfortunate part.
That's
When you
socialism.
have to wait on, yeah, it's like you have to wait on the people and then, yep.
Oh well. Has everybody
mean-
picked their skill and put it into their character?
I have
Yep.
not. I'm torn between mine. I obviously can't grab physique because of my small and frail stature. But that I don't want to do like provoke or anything like deceive or anything like that. I don't have
Rapport?
deceive do it. I have rapport already. I have rapport and empathy, survival. But I'm thinking it's gonna be I can't do attuned at all. But there's investigate, lore, and military. I feel like
Who told you can't do attuned?
I'm song blind. Is that isn't it doesn't that preclude me from being attuned?
Why are you song blind?
Because I chose that for my character. We talked about this session
Oh,
zero.
yeah, okay. Yeah, if it's your character choice, that's fine.
Yeah. So my character, there's never going to be any opportunity for the song, but that it gave him an extra refresh to be able to work with other things.
Yep, okay.
Um,
That sounds like something I have no specific memory of, but would totally do.
you had the exact same question the first time too, and you were like, "Excuse me, what?" And I was like, "I'd
Yeah,
like to take
no,
that
that
as a like, yoink."
it doesn't linger in my head, obviously. So at 51, if I'm already asking that multiple times, one, I'm not going to need to plan for retirement because my brain isn't going to last that long. And two, and two, I'm likely going to ask you that another dozen times because it's just what I retain very well, but I have
Mhm.
to know and care about it, and I don't care. So it's not going to get retained likely.
Fair. Mm,
that's just how my brain's worked my whole life. Thank you, ADHD. I can remember shit that happened to me when I was 5 years old like it was yesterday, but I can't tell you what I had for lunch 2 days ago.
right. That's no, I feel like that's a
Or
normal
what
thing.
my wife, told me 5 minutes before.
I love the meme, of what was your seventh standing order? The meme was it was 20 years ago and I don't care, so fuck you.
I love that. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm going to.
The
I'm
last bit
gonna.
of paperwork I ever got from the military that I cared about is DD-214.
I'm gonna say that having the military personnel around me, I am picking up on military knowledge and etiquette. So therefore, I'm grabbing military as my average skill. Cool.
Yay, hit
Yeah,
the
it's a little less hillbilly and a little more like guerrilla warfare unit the way the characters have shaped up.
Yep. Red Dawn.
so,
Well,
so Sarge has started running drilling ceremonies in the downtime.
It's just like I know Peter and Heidi wanted Firefly, but it's kind of like if Firefly were crewed by the A team.
Yep.
I need to stop eating, but the food's in front of me and it looks good.
Right?
Did we lose
Okay.
Christoph?
No, I'm still here. Just replacing batteries.
Don't fall off the ladder.
I really hope I've already done that once and I broke the ladder, so
Replacing. Smoke detector.
yes.
Gotcha. I was like, why are you on top of something replacing batteries? But that makes sense then. Nice. All right, we thwarted the evil recycler beast plans, ran away from the blood hunter. Ship is fixed.
Seeing the past versions of himself, Sarge is feeling a little insecure and takes some spare time when he has it to start grinding down some of the welds and clean up the look.
Okay.
You're
I'm gonna
getting
get
back
back in
in this
uniform shape.
exactly.
I was happy that I biked 11 miles last gaming night, but man, was I limping for 2 days.
That was impressive. You did not look like you're biking at all.
No, if I quit caring about stories and writing, I could be in great shape. All right. So anyway, which my doctor would totally love to see.
You're not
Anyway,
alone on that. Yep.
what do you think is so everybody who's leveled up is leveled up, and
Mhm.
what's next?
Well, we should probably try to find a way to ensure that those guys that shot us down don't come shoot us down again.
That that was a frigate. I say we run.
A tactical advancement to the rear, it sounds good to me.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Where do we go from here?
Well, there's a whole galaxy to explore.
Should I stay or should I go now?
Definitely
Not yet.
going.
You can take off, but the other question is then, uh, weren't you? I heard something about tracking the blood hunter, or
Trying to avoid the blood hunters.
Yeah.
well, I heard both.
For now, I'm thinking for now we avoid the blood hunters because
Discretion is the better part of valor.
And then I heard something searching for life on this planet.
Nope.
We found life. It tried to eat us. We'll
Yes.
come back and deal with that later when we have the rest of the player party that wanted to settle the planet.
We made contact. It is a full-blown blood feud.
We
What
now have a part
is
of the planet that permanently glows.
term for Irish blood feud? Uh, that would be
I'm also okay if everybody wants to be like, hey, that was a good stopping point for the night. Either way. I've done all 3 of my jobs this week.
Cool.
I just
All right,
realized.
Loca Varan
dang,
is on the map.
sweet.
Ah,
I like it.
not gonna use a map pin this time.
So we're no longer down and out on Loca Varan.
Where you
Down
want to
and
go?
out.
Down.
We are up and out of Loca Varan.
Right.
I would say that we need to find a good place that we can make our base that doesn't have hostile entities.
Okay, so let's talk about, we'll start with national level, which is why I put Loca Varan on the national map. You want to go to the Daewoo configuration, the Nabuisa cluster, which is nearby, Powerith, the Blythe lands, Caesar Lum, the kind of fading old empire, Makoru Protectorate, Musi Castle, Tekala, the wild stars of the Dayan Idlar, I don't recommend. The dead space of Nentupori, the song outlawed Forge Warden areas of the Yaret Loeth. Where you want to go?
We should probably look at some way of generating income or trade or something.
Yep, that's going to depend on where you're headed.
Is there a pin on the border of Dawood Confederation and Teguma Deep?
Yes.
Is that something that we would be interested in?
I'm not
No,
seeing
that's
it.
that's just
Okay, gotcha.
I'm not seeing the pins or any of the stuff y'all are talking about.
It was just one pin, and
we're
we
in
just
the
moved
upper
it.
left corner.
Yeah,
Yep.
no,
Oh yeah, yeah. Yep.
I'm saying I'm not seeing the pin.
You don't see it right here.
I'm guessing my roll 20 fucked up. Let me refresh.
No, I prefer to go to a place with, people who know the song I can learn from. So,
So that's actually a good
That's
point.
the Makoru Protectorate.
In the Yaret Lowith with Song Wardens, or
Yaret Loeth are so the Yaret Loeth is the land that remains of the civilization that unified the galaxy last
oh,
and
so
outlawed the song, and they're like cyborg warriors.
they outlawed this. Okay, nope, never mind. We don't want to go there. That's why there's a huge gap between them and the Makuru Protectorate.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so the Makoro Protectorate is kind of like run by true singers.
Okay.
Right? It's kind of a libertarian, it's kind of a libertarian wandering do-gooder magic knights kind of place. It used to be as the Yaret Loeth as the last great unification fell apart, the Makoro Protectorate and the Daewoo Confederation were allies of necessity, but the Daewoo Confederation believes that the song needs to be carefully monitored, right? They basically kind of have like a sex offender registry of song users where you're not outlawed, but you're tracked.
Yeah, definitely
Um,
don't want to go there.
they're actually the starting civilization for the game.
Yeah.
Musi Castle is a vassal state to the Daewoo Confederate. So the Daewoo Confederation, the Naboisa Cluster, Powrith, um, and Musi Castle are the major vassal states. There's
Alexa, dismiss.
dozens of smaller ones, not listed. I'm really showing you the main star nations, but
Gotcha.
I'm a big believer in what's called. Do you guys know what a Oh shoot! Now I'm going blank because I'm going to prove that I'm going to die of senility before the age of 60. Do you know the 80-20 rule?
80% of the work is done by 20% of the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An economist. It's named after the economist. Is a specific distribution
The
that I'm
priority
blanking on.
principle or something like that.
The Pareto principle?
Pareto. Thank you. Yeah. So I modeled this on the on Pareto distributions. There's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. For every one of these, there's another 4 or 5 smaller polities around them.
Oh,
And
okay.
then for every one of those, there's another 4 or 5 even smaller. So it kind of fractals all the way down. So
Does
if you guys want to, huh?
MechWarrior do that as does MechWarrior do that as well with like the great houses, or is that different?
Some of the great house, it does to a little bit. Like the great houses, are made up of in MechWarrior, and the BattleTech universe, the time of war had like 20 countries or 20 to 30 countries, and they unified into the 5 great houses. And
Okay.
so, like, if you look at the maps, those old countries are now like districts inside. And that's European history did that too, right? Like Cornwall used to be its own country, ditto Wales, ditto Scotland. Now it's all just Great Britain.
So this had unified, then it fractaled out again. It's
Yeah,
just kind of cycle.
that's the way the universe works. Is there's a great unifications that last for a couple centuries, and then there's 2 or 3 thousand years of rising and falling successor states.
Mm.
Like 200 years ago, Caesar Lum was the center of was the surviving seat of civilization, and these were kind of like frontier civilizations going back to back against the madness of the falling empire. And Caesar Lum is now kind of decaying, and Dao's technologically superior. Makaru's got the magical superiority. They've kind of got a cold war, like
Mm.
brother, estranged. They're kind of like estranged siblings, but they don't want each other dead, but they don't like each other very much right now. Tekala is 90+% Sinther.
Oh wow.
It's kind of like, yeah, it's the robot civilization. Yaret Loeth is of course the anti-song secular cyborg. Um, they're not quite Mandalorians, but they're very similar in a bunch of ways. Nentupori are the Lost Stars. Like they're, as far as everybody knows, these stars are dead. Like everyone's dead here.
Mm.
That's actually that's actually based on ancient France after the fall of the Roman Empire. Right, the Celtic kingdoms were gone. The Roman Empire that um had replaced it had fallen apart, and then the Germanic tribes had kind of washed through. And so the inspiration for Dungeons and Dragons is actually the ruins of like London and other cities from the Roman era. where because there was 150 years where nobody lived in London. It was a ghost. It was ruins. And so you could be this Anglo-Saxon wandering through the forest and come across like 30 square blocks of Roman ruins. And that was Londinium. And the Saxons had no use for it, so it was just creepy, haunted, kind of dangerous maze. That moment in time, which is about 800s, is kind of the collective psychological inspiration for Dungeons and Dragons.
It makes sense that Nantu Pori would also be on the periphery of the known world as well,
Mhm.
just like Britain was.
Yep.
Hmm, cool.
So Nentupori is the extreme Indiana Jones campaign setting.
That's a long ways out.
Crossing the galaxy through some dangerous places.
Mhm.
The Tegama Deep is, if you look at the stellar cartography map, um, interstellar travel is way easier through these open areas, right? The less stellar density, the less the threads get tangled. And the Tegama Deep is just a place where there's no open spaces. There's no it's the Rockies, right? There's no clean way over, so you get a bunch of relatively independent civilizations. And so it's
Mm.
kind of a blank slate plus chaos land in a way that is less politically corrupt than Powereth, which is inspired by Southeast Asia, right? Technically, there's laws, and those laws like might take effect for most of the city and maybe 10 or 15 miles outside of the city. Once you get into the hill people who have never really been all that civilized, that's a cute idea. And it's the local strongman determines how society runs. So Powereth is kind of if you guys want to carve your own nation, if you want to do nation building, then you want to go to Powereth, right? If you want to kind of be part of more political intrigue, then Daewoo Confederation or Musi Coastal. If you want to be more like traditional Jedi Knights, then the Makaru Protectorate is where you want to go. Deep mysteries and lost, deep mysteries and ancient truths. That's the Naboisa cluster. If you want to be the heroes who bring fresh life into a dying civilization, that's Caesar Lum. If you want to play cowboys and Indians, that's Diane Itlar. If you want to be, if you want more of the against the Empire outlawed Jedi are being hunted, go to Yar Loeth. And if you want to drop off the face of the planet and there maybe be dragons, go to Nentupori. So I'll let you guys talk it out among yourselves.
What's this dark green space right here in the middle?
There's not a lot of light there. That's the Tegama Reach, but that is still the Daewoo Confederation. And that's actually probably that's probably like a dozen or 20 little client states that are each individually too small to make it onto the map. So it's very much similar as going to Musi Coastal. It's just without the specific government of Musi Coastal.
Okay.
And so if you want to go to the green, that's cool. And there's plenty of adventure to be had there. And I would like invent the 5 or 6 or 10 or 20 star system, little client state that you're part of, and you can tell that story. So you can microcosm down. That's the dark spot. Have your own country. You want to carve your own power base, out. You can go there. Then that's probably Powereth. Or you can go exploring in the places where the stellar densities are so much that there are no established real hyperspace routes, and a lot of it is wild space. But unlike Disney, I don't suck. So there's an actual like stellar geographical. If you go back to the bottom, right? You see where
Mm.
it's brightest and there's no space between the stars. That's where civilization doesn't take very well because it's much harder to travel.
Mhm.
So you can go live there and have adventures that no one will ever notice or remember.
We'll take them ahead.
The take them ahead. So part of the reason that Caesar Loom is as weak as it is it expanded to both sides of Delhatten Head. So Tegema is the name of one arm, and Delhatten is the name of the other arm. Each has a head. Each has a wilds, like the very tail end. Each has the main arm, and the space between it that's open is called a reach. So Tegema Reach is between the Tegema arm and the galactic center. Delhatten
Oh,
Reach
okay.
is between the Delhatten arm and the Delhatten center. Travel's very easy, very fast there. Commerce, right? Commerce and transport. So like our world, where most of civilization isn't actually inland, it's on the borders of the coast. Same thing, right? Civilization is mostly where the reaches and the arms or the galactic core meet. That's really where people live. And the reaches are kind of the stellar version of open ocean. Am I
Interesting.
making sense? Does it sound crazy, or is this a coherent sci-fi system that makes sense?
No, that makes sense.
Okay.
It's cool.
But I wanted to do
Uh,
something that had hyperspace travel, right? Because you can literally, there's magical lines between stars, the threads. You can hop on one and ride it. Um, but then how many of them there are dictates how easy interstellar travel is.
Makes sense.
And
So,
it also gives you what Star Wars has, because Star Wars has jump points that they're just kind of arbitrary. Like if you've played X-Wing Alliance or something. Um, that it always centers around jump points, right? Everybody's got to
Mhm.
drop out of hyperspace here,
Yep.
go in normal space over here, then jump out again. And in between these threads gives me that same mechanic, because where the threads meet, you got to like drop out, pick the other thread, hop on that thread. And so you have those kind of space navy reasons without me getting
It's
sued by Disney and without, and it's consistent in the story mechanics. That's what I'm trying anyway.
just is it like the hyperspace lanes, the warp lanes, whatever it is, um, where we could do threads that aren't necessarily like the main ones, like we can go and
Yeah,
chart our own way.
yes, of course.
Okay.
Because there's some level of thread from every star to every star. The question is, how good is your thread capacitor? Right? If you've got a decent the better your thread capacitor, the weaker of a thread you can jump, and the faster you can go on a thread.
Okay.
yeah. Interesting. So, yeah, I'm thinking, in my opinion, I'm thinking maybe the Nebulosia cluster or Scissor Rum, kind of what I'm thinking, but I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think Sizzlum is kind of like a Byzantine, late Byzantine or like post USSR kind of vibe to it. I'm like, there's plenty of jobs to be done there. There are
Hmm.
lots of goods that people don't necessarily count. People paying good money for them to go from one place to another. Nobody's looking too hard at it. I think that that's probably it's not a forever spot. It's just a spot to pick up some cargo, and it's right there.
Because
Question
there's
is, who's
also
going to
like
buy it?
that's true. I like the idea of like lost ruins are kind of cool, or like mysteries is kind of what I was thinking of those too.
Where was the robot, the Scyther kingdom?
The Sinther
Tequila.
Kingdom is a Tekala.
On the upper map, where is it?
Green
Tech. Yeah, yeah.
under the
Crippled.
Okay,
right under
okay,
orange,
Yep.
shaped like a bean.
okay, yep.
Not big, but
Uh,
I would suspect that synthers wouldn't need a lot of space anyways.
Oh, it's huge, right? I mean, that's a galaxy. This is a map of a whole galaxy.
Yeah, I'm just saying that in comparison to organics, the trope is that, synthers, robots, androids, they tend to need less space. You think of like a Borg ship versus,
No,
you know,
no, they're
a
they're
fleet.
they're much closer to like Star Wars droids. They're it's not it's less of like it's less the Matrix, Machine City, and it is more just everybody here happens to be non-organic.
Oh, okay.
Um,
It
at
just looks
some
like
point, Sarge will probably want to go there, but initially, I'm not too worried about.
Yeah, yeah. I
something.
was thinking like we start and like again like says Lowan, we're in the voice cluster, and then once we like get a job, get some actual income, then we can move over to like the macro protectorate and tech law, so I can learn the song and maybe things like that.
That'd be a nice end route. Yeah, it might be a little winding, a little uh,
Yeah,
off the
yeah,
beaten path, but I like that idea. I mean, Scissorlim's right there
yeah,
too, so why not?
exactly. What will go wrong? Nothing. Definitely. It'll go according exactly to our plan.
Let's just not get caught up in the Dilhaten head. That's all.
I just not go to the place where I would be hunted down and murdered because I used the song.
No, no going to Yart Lois.
Yet. Yet.
Okay. The GM would find it a lot easier. You guys went um to the Alliance space. Let me draw this out here.
You mean
The
like the Dau Makaru alliance or
Yeah,
Confederate space?
this
No.
is this is their political sphere of influence, and it is easily like 30% of the whole galaxy.
we could
Every
we could go there.
if you want
Ooh.
if you want to be more off the map, then Tegama Deep, where it's much more frontier. This is much more Wild West. Powereth is also very Wild West, but it's kind of like 1890s, 1880s Wild West. There's trains there, right? So going to Tegama Deep is like going west in the 1830s. You
We could
cross the border, civilizations that way. Technically, the Dawu Confederation claims it, but they're not here now.
Okay.
um,
Yeah, we could what we could do is we could go into the Tao Confederacy, get supplies, like and then head into the Taguma Deep and sell those supplies because they won't have that because they would definitely, especially like probably like medical supplies, more high-end goods would sell for a lot more there because they just wouldn't have access to them as much. And so we could kind of do a Firefly of that, you know.
I'd say whichever direction is gonna give us a
Just
job. Yeah, yeah. But
yeah.
mm,
Plus, in the Tao Confederacy, we would probably have more protection against the Blythe. I mean, just
in
attack
well,
theory,
Blythe smugglers, a band of Blythe smugglers, right? It's
right.
not the
Yeah,
whole race
exactly.
because the Blythe are not unified.
Well, I'm a Blythe.
True
So it's not like,
that you are.
yeah, wherever we go, they probably won't be able to follow. My old pack probably won't be able to find us unless we
But
broadcast it.
anybody that's attuned that they find out about in the Confederation would need to register.
I'm not gonna willy-nilly show my powers, so. But it'd be kind of interesting.
Are there people within like state? I keep thinking state alchemists because I'm watching Brotherhood. But it's like they're like inquisitors that go around and they actually like find people and they can actually tell if they're song attuned or not.
So it's like, yeah, they are. They take magical security relatively seriously. Like FMA Brotherhood, most people do not have the song. And most people who can hear the song, so it's a 1% thing, right? One in a
Mhm.
hundred people can sense the song. One in a hundred of them can use the song. Those are called singers. Right, so
Okay.
we're already up to 1 in 10,000.
Yeah.
Um, 1 in 100,000 can do it profession. 1 in 100,000 is like a true singer, right? Think of like that as like a Jedi.
Okay.
And then only 1 in 100 of those gets gets to like a song master, like a Jedi master. And then above that is one, and that turns out to be, and we're already talking like 1 in 10 million.
Right.
Um, and then one in like a billion or more than that. Um, wait, let me see if I can find the reference for it.
Yeah, song
Um,
attuned is 1 in 100. Singer is 1 in 100,000. True singer is like 1 in 10 million. Song master is 1 in 100 million. No, 100 billion. And then true bard is like 1 in 1 trillion.
yeah.
Quadrillion. Yeah, true bard is 1 in 1 quadrillion. So
Yeah,
true, true.
1.44 one.
They're
And
not common.
the whole estimated population of the galaxy is only 1.44 quadrillion. So there's on average maybe one true bard alive at any given point in the whole galaxy. Three is a lot, but it's nothing to go for centuries without hearing or seeing of a true bard. But when one shows up, you bloody well know, right? Like
Like
that
Vader. Yeah.
yeah, Vader, Luke Skywalker, the people who and the Emperor are all kind of like the true bard range where they're
Hmm.
using they're using magic in a way that affects the entire galaxy all at once.
That's so
Yeah,
cool.
that that makes sense.
Um yeah, here's the summary. Yeah, 1 in 10 quadrillion. So yeah, the appearance of a true bard is about a once every 1,000 years. Um
Whoa.
and two living true bards at the same time is almost unheard of. It's once in several thousand years.
Is it
Um,
does it help with longevity so that like a true bard actually lives longer than a normal human?
well, sure. I don't see any reason why not, but not necessarily.
Okay, so it's not inherent.
Um, but like true bards, hearing about you hear about true bards the way you hear about like King David and Achilles and King Arthur.
Okay.
You know, they're centuries to thousands of years apart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss the fade to legend.
Right. So, but basically, deciding where you're going to fly is deciding what direction you want the campaign to go in next. And I can point you in the direction your characters would go next if you want that. So, like, what kind of story do you want now that you've got your ship up and running? Did you want to do the Firefly thing? Firefly thing is really easy in the Blythelands.
The
Probably,
Blythelands.
yep.
On
Or
the
that, or that dark area with a lot of the client states, because you're going to have the
Yep.
bureaucracy. Because Firefly has the high society and the very low, neglected people all at the same
Yep.
time. You're going to find that all through the Dao, all through the area I've circled. That's where you get Firefly.
Okay.
Let me pick a different color really quick. Um, if you want like King Arthur, right? Like a true believer bringing hope back to a defeated people, that's Caesar Look. If you want to play Jedi's, if you want to play like heroic Jedi, High Republic, or etc., then I need to pick a different color. Right? That's kind of like the Makaru Protectorate area, maybe some with Tekala. Right? If you want to do the Rebellion, where you're outlawed, you're hunted,
That's
you
the
know, that's Yara Loth. If you want to do Conan the Barbarian, then Diane Lar.
oh, you're gonna say Eastern Territories.
So there's a
No,
spot right here where we could get a mix of almost everything.
this area right here is going to give you a bit of everything.
Right
I
here.
definitely like as much as Sticky is not ever going to do anything with the song, I think that he would definitely support the group members in going, and if that's their actual goals to go and learn the song. Like, yeah,
You can
we'll go
learn
there.
you can learn the song in Makaru or Dawu.
Oh,
And of course, there's a song tradition in Caesar Halum. But, so that's not the problem. The only place you can't go and learn the song is Yarat Loeth.
I'm
because
kind of
they're
thinking
murder.
here sounds like the most fun. Like we get a bit of everything, so
Ooh,
there's political intrigue, you know, we can be all these things. So and I can learn the song. So I'm kind of thinking the dark space of the Tao Confederacy sounds like the most fun.
Taguma Reach. Ooh,
Well, the political area is called the Tegama Deep, but yeah.
Oteg.
But no, the Taguma Reach, the dark space, yeah. And basically what that would be is I would have to really quick create a client state, and it would be maybe a dozen star systems max, and then you guys would be in one of the client states, and they would fashion their society after the Dao Confederation, the way that Chinese client states fashion themselves after Imperial China. But you'd have one remove from the big, like totally not the alliance from from so you could win over or have more influence at the local court, that kind of thing.
That's so funny. We're gonna have a small town facsimile.
So you want me to make you guys a pocket kingdom in the Tegama Deep, in the Tegama Reach?
I mean,
Then
our adventures would lead there, right? How long would it take us to get there, though?
um week or two.
Oh, really? That's fast.
Not as
Wow.
fast as Star Wars, right? Star Wars would be 2 days. And it does take like a month or two to go across the whole. Like I've got it, I'm modeling it very much more off of kind of like Earth.
Gotcha.
Because I get pissed off by unrealistic things. The really well animated and acted Frieren anime that's out there.
Hmm.
It took them 10 years to march to the bad guy. Like you can walk you can walk around the entire world twice in that period of time. Fuck you. You know?
I mean,
Um,
like Palladium was one where like that world was pretty big, and it was like a whole
Palladium,
campaign just to try to get up to
yeah, but it
the
was a
Isles.
campaign, but it wasn't a lot of time, right? Like you were going, it was only like 2 months or 3 months to get around a very complicated version of Eurasia.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not 10 years to go one way. And, so it's not 5 years to go there and back. You can walk from the tip. That's like walking from Alaska to Argentina. Like, no.
I would never do that. That would that would be suicide.
Well, you'd never get through the Mohinga, the swamp in the middle. You'd never
Yeah.
survive it. Um, but yeah, this is so like if you want jaded and politics and being true believers when everybody's given up on truth,
Hmm.
Caesarlum, right? I totally modeling that after Europe. We're far too advanced to believe in or fight for or defend anything. Yeah, that says a lot. But yeah, I can make a little kingdom in the Tegama Reach.
I kind of like that idea of the Tegama Reach. Sounds
All right.
interesting to me.
And the culture is going to be largely influenced by DAO because it's a client state.
Hmm.
So
Mhm.
we'll put you here.
Do you have to do anything to get there?
No,
Okay.
spend the
There we
time.
go. All right.
Um, we'll be going here-ish, and I will be making the sci-fi. We've already
Sounds
leveled up,
good.
so we don't need to worry about that. Seems like a pretty good stopping point.
Yeah.
Joe, you made it all the way through.
Yeah, just barely at this point though.
I didn't bore you to death. Does anybody have any objections? Like this is not going to be fun.
No.
If I give you a little pocket kingdom.
I like it.
All right, we're going to
Yeah.
Vietnam. Oh, did I say that out loud? I'm a son of a.
Charge in Vietnam?
Well, Chinese client state semi-voluntarily fast, molded into the Chinese model. They're not necessarily as happy about it as possible, but they're not being eaten alive by barbarians, so there's that. And if they protest too much, then then the Dawu Navy shows up to remind them what's what. So it's much easier to get along and go along, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Um,
that makes sense.
all right. Really quick, everybody throw one or two requests for this kingdom into the Roll20 chat, and I will, because I can find it easier there, and I will get to making what I can make. I can't promise I'll fulfill all of your desires, but I will definitely consider them. Okay.
uh,
So 1950s politics for Synthers.
yep. And to go with that, maybe something of a civil rights type movement for synthers going on in the background,
Sure, sure.
because that ties into things we've talked about before.
Yep.
Um,
Owen just wants a ment. Send me Obi-Wan, please. Oh, okay. They can know the blood. They can know the blood hunter there. Let me go move it over closer to power. There you go. That's a really shitty place to be. I approve. Blythe on one end and Dianit Lar on the other. Whee! Some geopolitics with battles and political intrigue. No worries.
Yeah.
The data core has no choice but to obey you. You're the ranking. You're the only surviving member of his chain of command. You cursed pile of circuits, you. So I don't have to be Marvin the paranoid android from Hitchhiker's Guide, because he's just generally depressed. He doesn't think the universe is out to get him. He just thinks that anyone around you is doomed.
Doom.
All right.
Yeah.
That gives me things to work on. Thanks, guys.
I'm pooped. Good night, guys.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah. You
Good
know.
night.